Hello, hello. Hey, yo. So, a friend asked that I do a little recording of me doing some 3D modeling in Blender, because they're interested in the process, and I figured why not, you know? Right now, I'm gonna be making some goblin units, with the process that I like to use. Don't save. When it comes to actually making models themselves, I'll show that with time. But for now, I'm just gonna be using models that I made originally. What I do for multiple types of models is I create, or models I plan on having multiple variations of, is I create a base model, right? So right here we got a goblin rig. This is a goblin that I have modeled and added a skeletal rig to for posing, like, boom, 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 ba, bada boom, gabagool, you see. And the purpose of these, making 3D models is I've been making a war game, right? And these are supposed to be units for it. Calling it Gonk Rock, silly name I know, but you know, I like it. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm going to be creating a Goblin Flinga. With a lot of the variants, it's pretty easy stuff. You just take the base model and add little, uh, whether little, things here and there. And to do the way I model everything, right? I take a base cube and I put on a mirror modifier. From the mirror modifier, you enable clipping. You press Control R to make a loop cut after you've entered edit mode on the object you want to edit. Put that in the center, and then delete the side that is mirrored, right? So now you have your cube. Any action on the right is mimicked on the left. And from here, I'll add some extra loop cuts to actually give it some shape, right? So a goblin flinga, their thing is they have a giant bag that they carry around that's full of rocks, right? So what I need to do is create a big bag of rocks. And for this, when you see a grid pop up like that, with the green, blue, and red, pressing middle mouse while dragging an object allows it to be moved along axes rather than free, which I prefer because it makes things cleaner. Anyway, here I'm just rounding off this little bag. Pressing S to S to scale, and then just kind of dragging out. And then I'll take the corners here. Scale them in. Take these corners. Scale them in. Raise that out. Yeah, I'll grab both. Raise them. Raising is done by pressing G. Take this here. Raise them up to here. And that's looking roughly like it could be a sack, I would say. And then at this point, I'll add another loop cut, I think. Yeah, I'll do another loop cut. And then I'll kind of shrink that a little to kind of give it more of a sack-like shape. And then shrink that down nice. Again, this is the S tool. Whoops. Might have done something there, so I revert using Control Z. Add another loop cut. My favorite thing to do. And for this, to kind of give it a pinched look, I would just press G to move it and move it towards the other side so it comes together. I'll kind of do that. Scale it in. And I'll move this on that axis. know that I have the actual bag made, right? This big old bag is supposed to be full of rocks. Now we just gotta pose, right? Now posing is probably the part that tends to take the longest for any unit. It tends to. It depends how many little things you add, but there's a lot of things that can get messed up, in my experience. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have them holding the bag over their left shoulder, and actually no, I'll have them holding it with both hands over the right shoulder. So I'll go into object mode, move the bag here, and rotate it. In fact, I'll add some extra to the top to give it more of a being held deal, like by a... So here's what I'll do. I'll add a loop cut. Extrude this with E. Bring it together. And then bring it down. And yeah, I gotta scale that in. I'll scale this out a bit. Nah, I think what I'll do is I'll make the sack even a bit longer. So to do that, I'll just grab it like so. The way I'm adding more to things already selected is pressing Shift and highlighting them. And pressing G and just kind of extruding it a bit. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. See, that's a bit too pinched for my liking, so I don't even know where all those axes came from, I'll be honest. But they're getting lowered. Yeah. I'm liking that more. So I think from there, rather than being pinched inside, I'm going to pinch it in. Grab this, rotate it a little more. I think to give it more of a weighty look. I'll position it like that. But it's also clipping inside. You can probably tell I'm still pretty amateur, but, you know, making progress. So from here, I'm going to select my goblin and grab their body there a bit. You know, I probably should have waited until... Nah, it'll be fine. Alright, so from here I'm going to pose them around a bit. Just making sure it doesn't look too broken yet. Alright, cool. Damn it. Now what I'm doing here, oh, the stanky leg. What I'm doing here is separating their legs out to get them in sort of a crouched position. In fact, I'm gonna hunch them over even more. Because this is a big, heavy bag of rocks. And it's a lot of weight in a little goblin. He's a damn manlet, 5 foot. I should probably do more work on the rear, but for now, it's looking pretty good, I would say. Sorry for all the breathing artifacts. Not very good at recording. But, from here, let's see. A lot of posing is just finding the right camera angle to make it not look ridiculous. Alright, so I would say that is a good, oh, pretty good goblin. Actually, nah, I'm gonna put his legs out even more. Nah, that's plenty of curve. So once I've actually made the model itself, I add a cylinder mesh, which functions as the base of the actual model. And you go into edit mode. This thing right here, it's X-ray. It helps to select things that are behind or within to, really give a, what's the word? Ease of access. Once you've made it to shape, you scale it, slap it underneath. I don't know why it's not at the, oh wait. Did I even move it? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Why is the 3D cursor there? Alright. There we go. And then add mesh. It helps to have the 3D cursor in the center, so when you actually summon, create objects, they, they're easier to get into position, not to get all finicky with positioning and whatnot. And there we go. That is save as a goblin flinger. And once I've actually created the model, go to File, Export, STL, and I'll put it into my, where is it? Goblin folder. This has all the other models I've made in it. And export the STL. And from there I would open Box, which you can't see because this is just recording Blender. And you open the STL in Box, which is a program that my 3D printer uses to, well, not just mine, but it's a 3D printing software, to get it ready to be actually printable. And then I put it on a flash drive, stick it in the 3D printer, and print. I'll do another video showing like creating a model from the ground up. Probably an orc, because I need to make orcs. But yeah, hope that was a little informative. And oh, actually, I should round off the sack a bit. I do this a lot. I think I'm happy with it. Then I'll see, ooh, there's a little detail I can change. And then I just go back and re-export, yada yada. There we go. Nice round sack. And actually, oh, fuck. I'm going to dip it down a little. There we go. So you can see all the rocks are at the bottom, not the top. Aha. You see, gravity is a miraculous thing. Anyway. No, not damn it. Oh, Z. There we go. I like it. So yeah. Save, Goblin Flinger, export, STL, do it again, and yeah. There you are. I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording for now, but I'll get another one going soon enough. Bye.